To kick off for San Francisco.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Bridgewater on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the...
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up for the...
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
At their own 48-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 15.
He'll look to throw right away.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Campbell making the catch.
To Paris Campbell. It's a
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman.
the pass.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
10 yards on
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The score, Niners 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
McCaffrey. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
On third down, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down, it's Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Okay.
After that type of a run,
Watch your videos, I'll be right up.
Down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Dre Greenlaw on the
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Third down and
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And the 49er first down.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports. We now proceed to the start of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or for the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
48-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Derrick Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A good gain there on 1st down, and it keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's back to throw here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.